Hey, what's up, guys? It's been a while since I've actually made one of these videos. As you know, they're not scripted, so I'm sorry if my thoughts kind of seem all over the place, or I repeat myself over and over. But I kind of just wanted to make another one of these because it's been a while, and I want to say that it's getting better. I had a passing. My grandfather, my great grandfather, my grandpa Pete, he passed away last month, and it took a while for me to get over that. Really, I remember the day of the funeral. I had I couldn't leave. It's like I couldn't move, and I didn't leave until they put him in the ground, and even then I didn't want to leave until they started putting the dirt and patted it down, but I had to go. And I remember I had a 4-hour drive back home, and that whole time I was just like, fuck, what do I want to do with my life? Because my grandpa Pete, he's one of the few people like my grandpa that just wanted to see me happy and wanted to see me doing what I loved. And obviously his big thing was that he really wanted me to get a degree because for his generation, getting a college degree was a really big deal. So I'm kind of sort of going to follow through on college. I got, one more semester left, which that's pretty good, right? I guess in terms of like video production, I want to say that this is probably the fastest I've ever worked in, I guess, since I started making YouTube videos. I managed to record gameplay and get the script basically to it's like 3/4 done in the span of like 2 weeks. That's insane for me. Usually it takes me a week to just even get the footage or even research in the first place. I feel good. I want to say that it's like because of my medicine, probably. The medicine paired with, just trying to just change up my daily routine. I'm going outside more, which is something I didn't usually do. I know that's probably like sad as fuck to hear, but I don't know. This summer kind of feels different from the rest. I've kind of had a bad track record of summers where usually the summer would follow after like a really kind of shitty event that was usually my fault. And for the first time this summer, I'm going into it with a really kind of sound mind. I'm really thinking about my future. The performance on Geb kind of took a step back for me because it made me realize that the video kind of represented all of like what I was doing in my life before, and the way that it performed. I'm not surprised, right? It took me a year to write, edit, script, and even then I didn't even finish get the video halfway, And I remember just waking up every day and checking the numbers and checking the numbers and checking the numbers, and I wasn't really as hurt. Like, I wasn't really as hurt as I used to be. I'm not surprised by the circumstances, no, but it kind of feels freeing to not work on that video, because I have all these ideas of all these other videos that like I want to make, and Geb was kind of like this big kind of wall that I had constructed myself, and it was a project that could have been handled a lot better. I don't know if I'll ever finish it, maybe one day, but to be honest, I'd probably revisit the series with a better script. I don't know. There's a lot of other things I want to make videos on, and Geb isn't really a priority. If you're hearing this and you were really looking forward to the second half of Geb, I'm sorry. I think I just want to do what makes me happy. I'm kind of in the space where I'm holding myself to my own responsibilities, but I'm not beating myself up if I can't meet them. With streaming, I wanted to do a thing where I was streaming all the time, but I kind of sat back and I was like, well, there's other things I could be doing. So I kind of just stream when I want to, and I really do like that because now it doesn't feel like some kind of obligation. I'm just having fun. When I get that, that quick kind of jolt to like, oh, I want to go live. I want to play Mario. I want to do something. I just want to fuck around. As for the summer, I'm still going to go hard. I don't think I'm going to stop YouTube at all. But I think it probably is going to have to be something that's just a hobby for a little while. I think I'm okay with that. Sometimes in life you're given opportunities, and it's not that you waste them, but, some people don't take full advantage of them, and they don't realize what they had until, it's too late. But that's okay, right? Because just because something didn't go, oh, I hit my table. Just because something didn't go a certain way doesn't mean that it's the end of the world. It's not the end of my world. And I guess I'm really happy. Because I'm free, you know? And I'm focused and I feel really rejuvenated. Definitely am going to be working on shorter projects, but I'm still going to try to, you know, find that line between not compromising quality, but also just making sure that, you know, it's a satisfying enough product for everybody. And that's what I'm really trying to start doing. Kind of in a weird spot with a lot of my friends because of the work that I've been doing on this video. I don't know. I haven't really been interacting with a lot of people. It's not because I don't want to. I think I'm just so focused, and it kind of feels like I'm kind of taking this more seriously than the people around me. And I guess it's one of those things where you kind of want to surround yourself with people who are equally as excited as you are when you're working on projects. So I guess sometimes it kind of sucks when, you know, I used to have these big grand discussions about stuff, and now it kind of feels like I'm just talking to myself. I think this just comes into me like not really caring anymore. Not that I don't care about my friends, but more of like this, like worrying about that kind of stuff. Like, you know, people aren't, you know, talking to me about what I'm talking about, or just confusing stuff like that. It's like I don't really care anymore because it's just like, you know, everybody's their own person, and there's no amount of expectations you can put on anyone, you know. But at the same time, separate from that, I do also acknowledge and realize that like friendships are something, they're kind of like plants, you know, you have to tend to them to keep them alive. But I guess it's a matter of like, am I interested in keeping those plants alive, or am I comfortable where I'm at right now? And am I truly secure with myself? That got a little dark. I'm sorry if like this whole conversation is like, it's kind of scattered. I'm kind of just like talking about shit that I guess I want to get off my chest, but in a way that's very calm and actually kind of processing it, really. I guess the takeaway is that, you know, life's getting better. I'm really starting to get into that phase of my life where I'm truly understanding who I am and where I want to be and what I'm going to do to make that happen. I got some stuff in the works. Everybody fucking says that shit. Yeah, I'm cooking on something. I'm happy doing what I'm doing. And I guess I'm excited to see how the rest of this year plays out, depending on, you know, how well the videos do and stuff, and making videos like these. I kind of had this idea where people would kind of sort of, maybe I'd make like an email or something and people could email it and send in questions or stuff, maybe stuff they're going through, and get advice on it, you know, anonymous or not, I don't really care. But I've been through a lot of shit in my life, a lot of different kind of situations. And one of the things that I always think about is that I wish that there was someone who, I guess, could be there for me the way that I was there for other people, you know. And because of that circumstance, I had to learn to kind of sort of heal and grow on my own. I think I just can't help myself. You know, I like helping people. I like just talking about serious topics. I like kind of giving my own 2 cents, right? And kind of trying to understand the circumstances of someone else. And if something I can say will help them, you know, I would just love to do that. So, I mean, if that idea sounds interesting, or if you've made it this far to like the end of the video, then, you know, just let me know. I would be so down to do that. Or if there's other topics I guess you guys kind of want me to talk about in a casual way, that too. I'm going to try to like upload more on this channel, but it kind of just feels like something that, like, you know, there's no pressure, right? I can kind of just upload when I want, and I don't have to worry about video performance or XYZ or any of that. I can just, you know, I can just enjoy doing what I want to do with this channel. I kind of want to keep it that way. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody who stuck with me for these past almost 2 years. Yeah, August I'll be doing YouTube for 2 whole years. That's crazy to think about. It kind of makes me wonder if this is something that I want to keep doing, or if I want to take my skills and move on to something. I don't think I'll ever stop doing YouTube. I think I do like the creative aspect of it, being able to put my creativity into something, but I think just thinking about it right now, I think I'm just really happy with how everything's been going. And I feel really bad for a lot of like my friends and stuff who do YouTube, right? Or people that I know on the platform, because I guess whatever AI shit that's like going on with the algorithm, where there's this theory that they're starting to push short form content because that's what's trending and what has been trending for the past couple of years. And because of that, it seems like a lot of long form content is kind of getting pushed to the side. I mean, I kind of look at a lot of my friends and compare their views from a couple months ago to like the last 3 months, and it's like there's a day and night difference. You know, I mean, even Nexpo, right? You look at Nexpo, you look at Pyro, you look at Markiplier, and it's like there's definitely been a shift, but I feel like this is like there's no cause for panic. I think that's just like the side of me that's like an optimist, right? I always like looking at stuff like half full, and I really do think that like this kind of weird period that YouTube's in. I don't know if anybody else feels it, but this kind of like weird period that YouTube's in, I don't think it's permanent, and I think that like if you're passionate about it, keep going. You know, I mean, I don't think one video dictates whether or not you live or die, but you also have to be strong enough to kind of sort of see the writing on the wall. I just realized I'm like yapping a lot. This audio is almost at like 15 minutes. I want to keep talking, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to go in circles, and this shit is already like, it's so disconnected. I'm just hopping from topic to topic. Yeah, I really hope you guys kind of, I guess, let me know what you think about all this stuff, or if you want to just talk about personal stuff in the comments. I don't really care. I'm interested to just read and just see what everybody else is going through. I hope everybody's lives, you guys are doing well. And if you're not, then just know that, things will get better. I promise, I was there. It's a really dark period of my life, but things did get better. Dude, this shit just keeps getting dark, man. Okay, so I think I'm just going to end it here. I'll probably cut out a couple parts. Yeah, I think I'm just going to end it here. Thanks for watching, and also, again, let me know about like the email stuff, sending in like those big questions. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. See ya.